Hi, Katie. How have you been?
Pretty good. How have you been?
I'm awesome. So, how's everything going with you?
It's a little hectic right now. The semester is like kind of ending, so
Yeah,
rushing to get everything done.
yeah. There's a lot of finals to do and papers to write.
Yeah, definitely a lot. I feel like I'm really crammed for time. Because my husband's leaving for training out
Oh, really?
west, so I feel like I'm trying to get everything done by the deadline, but also spend time with him because he's only home on weekends.
I'm sure that's stressful then.
Yeah, I noticed my anxiety is pretty high lately.
Okay. So, of course, obviously he's going to be gone for a few weeks, or
Yeah, 3 weeks. I'll be back in May.
so you're going to be by yourself for a few weeks, and how do you feel about that?
I mean, I have some schoolwork to do and stuff, and I'll work a little bit extra, but at some point my dog's going to be going to obedient school, so that kind of has me more worried because then I'll really be home by myself. And of course, I don't like leaving my dog anywhere, so.
Right, I can imagine. So, of course, you were doing pretty good, but of course, you have some stressful things going on that have
Yeah,
it's all coming at once.
yeah, it's a lot at once. I feel like I'm going back to where I was before I started seeing you and my therapist and
Okay. Okay. So how do you think have you been using the coping skills or
not really. No. I
no?
think I had a panic attack the other day too.
So what happened when you had a panic attack?
Um, I just felt really sick to my stomach, and I noticed I was just worrying about things that weren't really like they could even happen. I mean, I just
Yeah.
like a lot of, well, what if this happened, then this would happen, and I noticed like I got really sick to my stomach, and my chest kind of like hurt, and um, so I kind of like noticed it after a few minutes. Um, So I didn't really use any coping skills. I just kind of laid down and took a nap.
Did that help?
Yeah, I woke up and I felt better, but I had stuff to do, so then I was
Stressed
still
out.
anxious. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. So do you think you're just not using them because you don't like to use them, or what do you think's going on with that?
Um, I don't really know. I think it's more I don't want to use them because it'll take time away from like doing my homework and stuff. So if I stop to read, that's time I could be doing my homework. So
Okay. Have you ever thought of trying them instead of taking a nap or something, or
I guess maybe I could do that. I didn't really think about that.
yeah, I mean, it's just, I mean, if you don't feel comfortable or you don't want to, that's totally up to you. But
Yeah.
it's a suggestion that maybe it might help,
Yeah. My
Um,
therapist pointed out the other day that I was kind of like an avoider. So
yeah,
that kind of made me think, well, maybe I just take naps to avoid. So,
yeah. A lot of people do stuff like that to avoid feeling, especially when you have physical symptoms like that, it can be really uncomfortable.
yeah,
And
a little
yeah,
scary.
yeah, I can totally understand. So I see, as long as you're still going to your therapist, though, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, every week.
And how's everything going with that? Do you think you're making any progress after you talk to them, or do you think you're kind of?
Yeah, she definitely makes me think a little bit. I mean, like you said, with the avoiding part makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
So she's kind of like helping me realize different things of I'm an avoider or something like that.
Mm-hmm. And also, I mean, of course, you're gonna come into stress like that all the time with things like your husband leaving and your dog going away. That could be stressful for anyone, honestly.
Yeah.
It's a huge change not having them around, especially when you're already suffering from anxiety.
Yeah.
So what do you really want to work on?
I guess I need to get better about my coping skills and just using those when I'm anxious instead of avoiding.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
So,
I think that's a good idea. I think you should even just to go for like a walk or something.
yeah.
I mean, you might not have to do the breathing or color or something, but it distracts you for just a little bit, right?
That would be, I never really thought about going for a walk, especially where it's nicer out.
Yeah, I mean, it's been gorgeous out, so
Yeah.
it's nice to go outside and be in the sun and stuff.
Yeah. So,
So is there anything else that's been going on? Any other goals you think that you might want to work on, or?
I don't really like the psychiatrist I've been seeing.
Oh, really?
I feel like they haven't been helpful. Like, I brought in all my information about the different meds I researched, and I felt like they didn't really listen to me. So I said I didn't want meds. But where I did have that panic attack, I think it might be helpful.
Mm-hmm.
But I just didn't like that. They kind of ignored me and my questions.
Right. You
So-
didn't feel very attended to, or like anything you said mattered. then.
Right. I
Right.
felt like I was really kind of irritated when I left.
Yeah. I mean, I can imagine being kind of ignored with your, it's your body, and if you don't want anxiety meds, especially
Yeah.
things that are addictive, I can totally understand that.
Yeah.
So would that be like maybe a goal? We can look at some other psychiatrists, or.
Yeah, I definitely don't want to stay with Assistance Plus.
Mm-hmm.
Probably like somewhere else. I don't know if that's possible. If I have to stay
Yeah,
with the
I
same
mean,
place.
We can look into it, and we can see if there's always other options.
Okay.
So don't feel like you have to go there, we don't want to make any more anxiety on put any more anxiety on you.
That'd be great.
So we can look at that, and maybe you
Okay.
can also work on your coping skills. Just try and do that as much as you can, and if you have to take a nap, you have to take a nap.
Right.
Just do something to
Yeah.
distract your brain from something else.
Yeah.
Obviously when you're going and there's like your mind's racing about
Yeah.
everything, it's
Yeah.
good to just
I think I'll start taking like little steps to not nap and
Good.
remind myself.
awesome. Well, I'm glad I met up with you,
Yeah.
and I will see you soon.
Okay. Thanks.
Thank you.